Hello, it's your girl Tiffany, Madam Malicious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond, also known as your modern day nun, one whom isn't within a coven, a convent, or a covenant. I do thank you all for listening and for watching on tonight. If you would be so kind to please like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. This is going to be another one of my missing mystery segments. However, I'm actually going to do the entire missing mystery later this morning. This is actually just going to be a missing mystery preview. Okay. Um, because the information is so important and this person is needing to be found. This is actually something that's quite recent. This person is recently missing as of like January or what have you. But like I said, guys, this is a missing mystery. I am doing a preview. So I'm gonna go through, I'm doing, like I said, I'm doing the entire missing mystery later today, but I did want to go over a few things that I found to be important that stood out the most to me and just go ahead and provide some information that most people are, looking into the situation are trying to figure out or waiting to hear or get information about or what have you. Okay, guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe. That is your free way of showing your support to the channel. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. I do thank you all in advance. I will like to say that this content commentary is covered by the Fair Use Act of 1976 and it's for entertainment purposes. Criticism, comments, opinions, news reporting, teaching, education, etc. You see it scrolling at the bottom of the deck. Research purposes, okay, as well, guys. Okay. So I looked into this situation. I was actually just thinking about earlier. I was like, oh, I need to do another missing mystery or murder mystery. I haven't done one in a while. As well as I'm getting ready to do another story time and poetic expression moment really soon as well. So it just so happened I ended up watching someone's video by chance earlier, and he happened to be doing, covering the story pertaining to this young lady. Her name is Marissa Carmichael. Okay, she's a 25-year-old young lady, Marissa Carmichael. As you can see her here on the screen, guys. Let's pull this up. So you can see her here on the screen. This is several different photos of her. But here she is. She's a biracial young lady, 25 years old. She's a mother of 5 children. She went missing, I believe she was last seen January the 14th of 2024. So it's been about 2 weeks now that she's been missing, okay? Very suspicious circumstances circling around her disappearance, okay? One of the things that has stood out the most is that this lady, she went out to like a club / bar lounge type of place is where she was hanging out at or what have you. Allegedly on the night that she was last seen, that she disappeared. From there, it seems as if she was there with friends or what have you, but she left from there with a man. Okay. There was some type of altercation of some kind between them because it is said that man allegedly stole her phone from her, wallet, purse, whatever, and he kicks her out the vehicle. He dropped her off at a gas station, which I believe they said was Exxon. From there, The next suspicious thing is that she had to borrow someone's phone, maybe the store phone or whatever, but she called 911 to ask for help. She reported that her things had been taken, that she had just basically been kicked to the curb by this person that she was with who took her stuff and, just dropped her off there. Um, so the police were on their way. Okay. From the video that I seen someone else do about this, which they were just kind of basically covering the details of the story. It was said that the police didn't show up till like 45 minutes later. By that time, she was already gone. But eyewitnesses do say that they seen her leave from the Exxon gas station with another man. She got in a vehicle with someone and she left with another man. And she hasn't been seen or heard from since. Now, a lot of suspicious things. She left with a man that stole her stuff, kicked her out, dropped her off at a gas station. Another man comes along. She hops in the vehicle with him, leaves with that person. The interesting thing about that is that there was some type of eyewitness that ended up calling into the police department and said, hey, we know who that guy is that we seen Marissa leave with. His name is such and such, such and such. So the police were able to track him down. I believe he had a bit of a background, so they was easily able to find him and track him down. They brought him in for questioning or what have you, but they didn't have enough to hold him, so they ended up letting him go. He claimed he gave Marissa a ride, gave her some money, dropped her off at an apartment complex, supposedly. Nobody has seen or heard from her since. Okay. The other interesting thing I found interesting about this story, she has a friend girl of her who was I believe they said was staying with her at the time. I believe this girl was staying at her mom's house or what have you. She was out, this same friend girl, they were out together at this club / bar, grill, bar type of place or whatever. This girl hadn't made it back to Marissa's parents' house and was in the bed asleep when she was awakened later to ask about Marissa and what was going on or what have you. But Marissa didn't make it back home. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because it was said that Marissa had an Airbnb that was in a dangerous neighborhood that they had found out about, but they didn't find anything there. And my thing is like, if the women, if the girls had an Airbnb, then why is it that the friend of hers who she was out with go back to the parents' house instead of going back to the Airbnb? Seems like to me the friend knows more than what she's saying, knows that something is happening. So instead of her going to the Airbnb, back to the Airbnb, she went to the parents' house and slept and was asleep in Marissa's bed. Okay. But it said that Marissa had an Airbnb, but there was nothing, she wasn't there. Maybe some of her belongings were there or whatever. But they said it was in a very shady neighborhood. It was a very shady area where a lot of different type of activities goes on there. And most recently, I have found an article that says that there was another type of party or something that went on there that Marissa was a part of or attended with the guy that she was seen with. Okay. And even her mother claims that she found 2 bloody pillowcases at the Airbnb, which could possibly be Marissa's blood, which I found quite interesting because I'm like, if that's the case, why didn't somebody alert the police? If the police knows about the Airbnb, how come they didn't take that in for evidence so that they could run the DNA on it? Or, it's just a lot of fishy shit going on with the situation, guys. Okay. Now, when I was watching, looking at this, listening to someone else cover the story, and they was just kind of basically talking about her story, just giving, some brief little background about the story or what have you. The first thing I said when listening to the story, I felt like the first guy that she left the club with and the second guy that came along and picked her up from the gas station had to have known each other. I felt like it was part of some type of setup or something like that. is how I ended up feeling about it. And I'd be like, not long after I said that, the guy started going through, that was doing his video, started going through some of his theories or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, the one guy kicked her out at the gas station or whatever, for whatever. They got into an argument, got into a fight, whatever. He kicked her out, and then shortly some other person come along, and she's all too eager to hop in the phone with her. But if you listen to the 911 call, she clearly sounds distraught. She clearly sounds like she's under the influence of something. But you know, she had been partying, so she probably had been drinking, or whatever else, you know, either she likes to do or was given to her or what have you. Nonetheless, guys, that's the preview of what's going on with this young lady surrounding her disappearance. Like I said, I am going to do the actual missing mystery later today, where I actually do the whole reading. I have an idea of what happened to her. The reason why I wanted to go ahead and come on here, because I have certain information, and if people are really looking for her, then they can look into this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like in situations like this, you need to tell people what you feel, what you think, or whatever right away, because so they can exhaust all possibilities. They can look in certain, you know, people who are there. You know, it may be somebody, a loved one, somebody or something that hear her, or you know, that hear this, that knows her family or something, and be like, we didn't look into that, let's go look over here. You know what I'm saying? You might find something. So there was a lot of different things in her energy. Okay. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the pause, guys. As I said that, I feel like spirit is trying to communicate with me, whether her spirit or another spirit. As soon as I said there's a lot in her energy that I felt, I started hearing this really loud banging. That's why I paused like that. Okay. I was trying to see, and I could literally hear like, the floors vibrating, walls vibrating, or something here when I heard. That's why I paused like that, guys. And it happened a couple times. So I'm not going to make this really long, okay? Because like I said, I'm doing the actual missing mystery on her later, where I'm giving like every bit of the details. I will tell you, unfortunately, from the information that I have, it seems that Marissa Carmichael is deceased, is what my spirit guides is telling me. Leading up to this, wherever this gathering or party or what have you took place, there was a fight, there was an altercation, there was a problematic situation. Okay. Leaving that party, that gathering, that get together, when she left with the first guy, there was even an altercation with that person as well, which is why either she rejected him in some type of way, or he rejected her, which is why he ended up kicking her out the vehicle. Okay. But for some reason, I feel like he got some type of connections or ties, or is related to the second guy that came along and picked Marissa up from the gas station. Okay. My spirit guides do tell me that guy, the guy that picked her up from the gas station, do have something to do with her death. Okay. But there are multiple persons involved. This situation get into a lot of things that people that care about her, that love her, may not want to hear, may not know about. Okay. I am non-biased. I don't know these people from Adam. I have absolutely no reason to lie. I can only give you the information that I'm getting from my spirit guides. Okay. I know that there was a threesome situation a prostitution situation. Um, I noticed she was taken advantage of during this, and it's how she ended up dying, okay? There's also some other people in her energy. I keep picking up something about one of these people that she was in contact with. This guy is a switch hitter, man. Like, he's like in the closet gay. He's a switch hitter. I'm also picking up on like either a wealthy man. I kept on seeing one card, my star card. I don't know if she knows somebody who's like a local celebrity, or somebody that's like papered up and got money like that, or somebody that's a married man. A married man keep coming up. Something about a child. I don't know if she has a child by a married man who got money like that, who is wealthy or something like that. There's something about a wealthy man, a married person, and something about a child kept coming up, and I didn't understand why. But there's some type of altercation around that as well. It's like so much extra stuff. I was picking up on so much energy, and I'm like, is some of this what she was dealing with prior, like days, prior to, just in life in general, before this situation occurred? Because it seems so much. But I do know that there's multiple people who are involved in her direct assault and what happened to her, basically. Okay. I'm going to get into all of this because I'm skipping over a lot of parts. I'm telling y'all bits and pieces of what's important. What I do know is I see her. It seems like it almost like when I was seeing it, I'm like, she couldn't possibly be in the open like that. Like, surely she would have been seen or found by now. But I'm literally seeing her in a ditch. You know how on the, like, I see her on the side of the road, but I see her in a ditch. You know how, like, on the side of the road, like, you know how a ditch is, like how it dips down or whatever, but off side of the road. Maybe it could be, pretty deep or whatever. So just happen to be driving by, especially if somebody's driving by fast, you might not, if you're not looking down in the ditch, along while you drive, you might not see it or whatever. But I'm seeing her along the side of a road, like a road where there's plenty of traffic that comes through, a ditch. She's in this ditch. She's face down. She's nude. Yeah. And I feel like you have to think of areas that's like off the side of the road and ditch like. It seems like I almost see like some type of drain something at the end of the ditch, like something. This could be like off, like side of the interstate or the highway. Is it interstate? Yeah, like off side of the road, interstate, highway, or something in a ditch area. But I'm literally seeing road and then like a ditch. People definitely need to look along highway, alongside of the road places. especially where there are ditch areas, highways. It doesn't matter, especially like like on interstate, like on highways, like where there are exits are, where you're getting off the highway, off of exits. They always have those, the areas, where along the side where the shoulder lanes run, and it'll go into other areas or whatever. But this could also be like, this could be any type of road. This could be residential road. This could be main street type of road. This could be interstate type of road, but it's alongside of a road. I see passing traffic, and I see this ditch, and she's laying face down, nude in this ditch. That's how it's there. I will tell you though, she was taken, she was abducted, like she was and she was held hostage for money, like for prostitution situations, for money. I feel like while she was held for a while, she may have been, either she was propositioned for, a prostitution type of situation, um, or either she was bamboozled by someone she trusted, and they ended up, taking her, holding her hostage in a situation she couldn't get out of, and end up like pimping her out for a while. Things went too far, and they ended up hurting her. They ended up killing her. A rough sex situation. But there's something insignificant to like a threesome or something. There was two people. There's two people that's responsible for her death, that's directly responsible for her death, that has something to do with this threesome. Like, there was multiple things that happened though. There's other people that she is close to, who may be aware of what went on with her, because I feel like she had a falling out with like somebody. There's somebody, she was betrayed by someone that she knew from the past, or she knew for a long time, or something here. And I also, there's something about family, either a large group of people or a family. So somebody was like family to her. Somebody she was with was like, she was betrayed by somebody who was like family to her, or either somebody involved in this is actual family. There were two guys that ended up taking advantage of her. They ended up killing her. Either I believe they are family members, or they may be family members. There's something related to family. But this might just be tied into a large group of people in this party that was going on or whatever. But it seemed like there was multiple situations, because there's something that said that there was some type of party that went on around the Airbnb that she supposedly had. But then they were supposedly at some type of bar and lounge type of place as well, guys. Okay. I'm going to get more into this missing mystery later today, okay, but I did want to come on and give you all a missing mystery preview on this, okay, especially for anybody who might be hearing this, and you can go and search in areas and look for her, especially along the side of the road in ditch areas. When I seen it, I was like, what, you sure? Because it almost seems like it's in the open. Like, how are people missing seeing her? Because I'm literally seeing cars drive by, and then I see this ditch, and then I see her laying face down. Like, I see her bottoms up. Like, I see all of her behind and legs and feet. I can't really tell if she is completely nude. She's nude from the waist down, from what I see. She may or may not have her shirt on. She may be completely nude, almost like she was just tossed out of a vehicle or something. Someone held her hostage, though. Like, she was taken and she was held for like sex, this is like sex trafficking, prostitution. I will tell you this, my spirit guides did tell me that she's still in North Carolina and she is still in the Greensboro area. Okay, guys. So, let me show you all this real quick, because, and like, if you look at this right here, it's already speculated, because there's a lot of people, especially in this area, that keeps coming up missing. It says missing in North Carolina, kidnapped and sex trafficked. You see here, friend here, friend here. These were the supposed friends that she was allegedly with. On this one here, this was the guy that she was seeing get in a vehicle with at the Exxon gas station here, okay? Yeah. Mother of five, Marissa Carmichael, missing after leaving Club 117 Sofa Bar and Lounge in Greensboro. She was last seen getting into a car with a man at an Exxon gas station. Okay. Hold on, guys. And even when I looked more into that, there's a group, a reporting group, independent reporting group called North Carolina Beat. They speak with Marissa's mother, and she claimed that she went to the Airbnb that Marissa was supposed to have and found the bloody stained pillowcases and different things like that, or what have you, guys. So this is an ongoing case, but there's another young lady here, Dana, what is it, Mustanian. They went missing around the same time. Both of these individuals are young moms, okay, who have gone missing from North Carolina. There seems to be a lot of abductions happening, Spirit is saying. Okay, guys. So I'm going to do this entire missing mystery earlier. Y'all know I do the spirit reading as well as I do the tarot reading. I go into a lot of different things. I really dive in deep and get as much information as I possibly can from my spirit guides, okay, to try to get as much information as possible. But I did feel like with the information that I have thus far, I wanted to go ahead and come on. And, nobody wants to hear, like, that their loved one is passed away and different things like that, or what have you. But I did want to come right on, because there are people, the authorities are still supposedly investigating, supposedly looking for her, and I feel like people are not looking hard enough, or I feel like I'm not really sure if a real search has taken place for her, like like boots on the ground, checking the woods, the lakes, the river, that type of search type stuff going on. I believe there's been investigations, like talking to people she was with, or who she was hanging out with, who she was last seen with, talking to people where she was last seen at, all that type of investigation stuff. But like actual searching certain areas and different things, I'm not sure if that has taken place, guys. Okay. But honey, that's what's going on. Okay. I will dive deep more into the situation later on today. I didn't want to make this too long. I did just want to feel the need to go ahead and get that information out. Someone, and y'all know this energy is past, present, and future. I do get the energy that she is already deceased. Okay. Otherwise, I would have told you that somebody is still holding her hostage, holding her captive, making money off of her, by way of, sex slavery, trafficking, prostitution. Okay. And is planning to kill her. But while she was being held, that was what was taking place before she was killed. But from the information that my spirit guides is giving me, I do believe that she is now deceased. Something got too rough, something went too far, something. Okay. But there are two people. There are two people who are responsible for her death. They killed her together or something. Okay. And my spirit guides, as a matter of factly, telling me on my, I pulled from my one deck, my crime scene deck, and I have a card that came out that said, you've already interviewed. Well, I have a card that says, there's more than one suspect involved in the situation. And I also have another card that says, you've already interviewed the killer. The police have already talked to one of the killers, and I believe that it was the guy that they interviewed. Okay, I even seen something where he was later seen after his interview snatching down posters and different things of Marissa, telling people he didn't want people looking for her, and you know what I'm saying? Like, he was upset that, they found out who he was and came and questioned him and shit, or what have you. But very suspicious. But I believe that guy and the guy that she originally left that bar with, club with, or whatever, they have some type of connection to one another. I believe when the first guy that she left the club with dropped her off, kicked her out at the Exxon gas station, I believe he came on to her. Okay. She may have rejected him. She may have told him no about something or whatever. He took her stuff, kicked her out the car. He called up somebody else that he knew and told them to go through there. And you know what I'm saying? Because he left her, you know what I'm saying? It seems like a setup. One guy leave her in a distraught situation. He took her stuff. He mistreated her. She out here somewhere unfamiliar. She don't know where she at. She's under the influence. Here comes, next thing you know, some nice guy pull up, willing to help you out, willing to, you know what I'm saying? And another thing that I noticed, the guy, when they tracked him down, the guy that she left with from the gas station, when the police talked to him, he said that, he gave her, they rode around together for about 30 minutes. He gave her some money and then dropped her off at an apartment complex. And I was thinking to myself, why would you randomly give her some money? What does she have to do for that money? You understand what I'm saying? Which automatically I'm thinking prostitution type of situation. Like, who, even if you was nice enough to give her a ride, why would you just randomly give her some money? And then where is this apartment complex that you claim you dropped her off at? What apartment complex? What apartment did she go into? Was you not genuinely enough to sit out there and wait until she got inside a certain apartment? Could you lead authorities back to that apartment, in the specific apartment that she went into? I think it's bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? You have to listen to the words that come out of people's mouths and why they're saying what they're saying, or what have you. But it seems like a stage situation, because that was the first thing I thought. I'm like, she was set up. She was set up. She was put in a distressful situation by one person. He have his buddy to come along and act like, you know what I'm saying? And if you think about it, it technically would have been a perfect alibi for someone. Because if anybody's seen her leaving with the first guy, and They act like they smooth couldn't figure out who he was though, okay? But if they had of, he could be like, oh, I dropped her off and such and such. And then the second dude came along, you know what I'm saying, that supposedly ain't got nothing to do with the first guy. And but they was able to track him down as well. Then all of a sudden, the trail just go closed. Nobody know where she went. She didn't go back to the Airbnb. Nobody knows anything about the alleged hotel, or excuse me, apartment complex that the guy claimed to have dropped her off at. But why would she go to somebody's random apartment complex when she had an Airbnb, when she could have gone back to her parents' house or whatever? It's just so much extra shit. Not to mention the female friend that was kicking it with her that night at the party made her way back to her Marissa's parents' house, sleeping comfortably in Marissa's damn bed. Meanwhile, Marissa then came to fuck up missing and never did make it back home. It's too much. It's a lot. And I feel like I really sense setup. I even think the female friend that she was hanging out with know more than what she's saying too. I believe it's straight up setup. Yeah. But I'm gonna get more into it more later, guys. My spirit guys is telling me that this young lady has unfortunately passed away, but she still needs to be found. Okay, and persons need to be held accountable for what they have done to her as well, guys. Okay, so I thank you all so much for listening, for watching this missing mystery preview. For those of you who would like to contact me, you can do so at tip.diamond.36@gmail.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, which is shine bright like a diamond 36 with the underscore between each word. For any person who is interested in donating to the channel, it is greatly appreciated. I do thank you all in advance. You can do so through CASHAPP, which is $tip-diamond36, or through PayPal, which is paypal.me/@36diamond. As always, guys, take care of yourself, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your baby, sonny. Remember, this is a wicked world that we live in. There is wickedness in high places, and there is evil that is lurking around each and every corner, even in a neighborhood near you. So yeah, watch your surroundings, watch the company you keep, watch surroundings in the company in which your children are in as well. And considering the fact that you never know when someone may betray you, backstab you, try to hurt you, or harm you, honey, keep you some protection on you. Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared, because if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready, baby. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am, created in the image of God. Also, guys, by the way, I forgot to add, you all know that even though this is a very serious topic, that this is for your entertainment purposes only. So please use your own discernment and govern yourselves accordingly. I am giving you true and accurate information according to information that has been supplied to me by my spirit guides. Okay. So yeah, y'all take what apply, leave what does not. Like I said, this is covered under the Fair Use Act. But the majority of the information, all the factual information, the information that has been made public knowledge, I've covered all that information under the Fair Use Act of 1976. All other information is allegedly according to the information that has been given to me by my spirit guides, guys. Like I said, this is for your entertainment purposes only. So you all please use your own discernment and government yourselves accordingly, guys. Okay. Sorry for the mismatch of words. It is like in the wee hours of the morning. I haven't been asleep yet, so yeah.